I have to say, I was pleasantly surprised. Hey, my name is Rick, and I do movie reviews, sometimes music. I love movies. I recently developed a love for film so deep that it changed my life. I want you to watch these videos as if you were talking to a friend or a brother, whatever. I want to show authenticity. I want to be non-biased, no grifting, no nonsense. I just want to be an honest, authentic, non-biased movie reviewer. I don't want to be a critic. I'm not gonna nitpick. I'm not gonna do a full-blown breakdown. I'm just gonna talk about it as I remember it, hopefully straight to the point in an entertaining way so that you're satisfied. I remember when I first saw the trailer for Wicked, it was one of those things like, you're scrolling on Twitter and then you see, here's trailer 1 for whatever movie, and you just scroll past it. I don't care about this. Maybe after I saw it for the 20th time, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll just watch this trailer. I watched the trailer. I'm like, okay, this is exactly what I thought it was going to be. Some, in quotation, some girly thing, maybe something for women, like Barbie, you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't care about this. The color grading looked off, and I don't care about musicals. Even though my name is Rick Movies and Music, you think a movie that has music in it, I will go straight to it. But nah. Joker 2 put a bad taste in my mouth for musicals, so I'm like kind of like pushed away from it. But recently I'm like, what the heck? Okay, I'm gonna watch this film. I don't care. I got a matinee. I got a 9 a.m. showing. I have a little bit of story time for this showing, but it was a 9 a.m. screening at Dolby Cinema. I'm like, you know what? Since it's gonna be musical and it looks okay, so I'm like, you know what? I'll just see it in Dolby to get a nice, great, full surround sound, hopefully immersive experience. 15 minutes in the movie, I was sold. I was locked in. I am not overreacting when I'm saying, you know what? Okay, I'm interested. This was a good introduction. I know some stuff about, The Wizard of Oz. I know almost everyone that knows something about that, that story. So I was hooked. I'm like, this is a backstory of the evil witch, right? And they did the introduction correctly. They really hype you up. They really ease you into it. And it's a pretty good introduction. So the first 15 minutes, I was captured. And then about an hour in, I'm like, whoa. I am generally enjoying this. The musical, the acting, the humor. I'm just enjoying it. Like, I did not expect that. You know what I mean? I came in with an open mind. I was not going to prejudge anything. I did not watch any reviews. I want to make the decisions for myself. So I went in there open-minded, and 1 hour in, I'm hooked. Hour and 45 minutes into the movie, right at a critical moment, the projector stops working. The movie projector shuts off in the middle of a plot twist. This was my first time experiencing something like that. I should have known something was going to be off because in the beginning of the movie, the lights were on for like a good 10 minutes. 10, 15 minutes, the lights were on still. I'm like, what is going on? Maybe because it's a 9 a.m. showing. Some people didn't come in yet. Maybe they're tired. They didn't get their morning coffee. I'm not sure what it is, but the experience was horrible. So projector shuts off, right? Okay. Maybe we stayed about 5 to 10 minutes, just staring at a blank screen. People were leaving. I'm like, I couldn't believe what's happening, right? I'm like, is this an intermission? Like, what is going on? So some lady comes out. I'm not sure. I couldn't really tell if they worked there or if it was somebody in the audience who spoke to the staff. But they said that, oh, guys, wait a second. The movie's going to come back in 2 minutes. You know what I mean? I was so mind blown by this, and I hate to do this, but the movie wasn't playing. I grabbed out my phone. I went on Twitter. I'm like, yo, Dolby. I tagged Dolby. I'm like, what the fuck? What is going on? Like, what is going on? Like, I'm watching Wicked, and the projector just shuts off. Like, fix your shit. And then after a few minutes, the movie came back on, but guess what? The nightmare is not over yet. They skipped forward about 30 minutes. I'm like, Now we're seeing stuff we weren't ready for. I'm like, oh my god! And then they stopped it. They're trying to rewind it. They restarted the film about 3-4 times until they got the right mark. I mean, I literally had to close my eyes and shut my ears so I don't get spoiled. That's how serious I take these movies, baby. Like, I shut my eyes and I'm like, is it ready yet? Is it ready yet? All right. So that happened. I still managed to love the movie. It bothered me for a minute, but as soon as the movie got interesting again, I locked right back in, baby. Okay, now we can get to the performances, right? Ariana Grande, Cynthia Erivo are amazing singers and actors. The singing did not bother me. I enjoyed the musical. I think it was done so well. Like, it was not forced in. You kind of see it. You can sense it coming. Like, the transitions are nice. The way they use it to display emotion. It was just such a beautifully done film. Like, I did not expect to enjoy it that much. I was not expecting that. It was a long movie. It's 2 hours and 40 minutes, I think, or 2 hours and 45 minutes. But I did not mind it. You know what I mean? That's why I specifically chose a 9 a.m. showing. The tickets were a strategic purchase because I'm like, okay, almost 3 hours long. This is uncharted territory. I don't know if I'm going to like it. I'm not going to risk to give this a fair chance. I'm not going to risk seeing this after work or late night when I'm going to be half asleep. Okay, so what's the opposite of that? Early in the morning. 9 a.m. showing. I woke up around 7 a.m. full of energy. 8-hour nap. Well, 8-hour rest. And I was ready to watch it. So, wait, what was my point in all this? Why did I bring up the sleep thing? Yes. So it was almost 3 hours long, and I did not feel it, right? I was there. I could have went one more hour. You know what I mean? But when you sit in the chair for almost 3 hours, it starts feeling crampy and comfortable. But it was a little bit of that, but it wasn't that bad. I think the movie really captures you, man. The way it ended, the final, the climax. You know, this friendship is gonna be broken apart. But it's just how it's done. That's what you're interested in. When, how, you know what I mean? What causes it? I can't believe Ariana Grande's character, Glinda, right, is supposed to be the good witch. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but she's supposed to be the good witch, right? That is, no. She is self-absorbed, selfish. Like, it's no way that she's supposed to be the good witch. And Alfalfa? I forgot her name. Jesus Christ. Elphaba. So Elphaba is supposed to be the bad witch. I'm like, are you kidding? She's the only one with common sense. Like, it was actually like heartbreaking to see, spoilers alert, it was actually heartbreaking to see the goat like lose his speech. You know what I mean? First they made fun of him and now he's losing his speech, like turned into an actual animal. I'm like, whoa, that is disturbing, bro. Like that's messed up. I'm like, who, like, you have to be on her side. The only thing kind of messed up that Alfaba kind of did was kind of like getting romantical with Glinda's man, with the prince. I'm like, but it was a fantasy relationship. Glinda's relationship with the prince was like a fantasy. It's not real. And he was a player. I'm not sure why he was going with the flow, being such a player, but he's actually a decent guy. You know what I mean? I'm not sure what he was doing. Why did he entrap himself with Glinda? Maybe he couldn't help himself, but he's a player. But I said that's the only thing, you know, in terms of like betrayal that Faba kind of did. You know what I mean? But it's, at the same time, it's not really that serious. It's not really that bad because Glinda is such a selfish prick. She's just a selfish prick. So I don't see how she's the good witch. But um, the final act was good. Uh, the Wizard of Oz was underwhelming. You know what I mean? He was kind of like a fraud. Who I guess he's supposed to be like that. Um, it's overall, I really enjoyed the movie. I love pleasant surprises like this, which is why you have to be an open minded person. You cannot let external nonsense conflict you. You have to be able to form your own opinion. You have to get some sort of independency, some sort of pride in your own thoughts. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. I can't let them sway me. I can't let anything overcome my enjoyment for entertainment. Fantastic movie. Well acted, well directed. I wish the color grading was a little bit better. It wasn't so blurry, but I think the director said they did that on purpose to kind of show like it's dreamy, right? To give a dreamy vibe to it. And I understand. I preferred no like shoot your movie properly, edit it properly. You know what I mean? Sharp Picture would have did a much better job, but it did not take away from the movie for me. It did not bother me, but it did keep me from giving it a 5 out of 5. So I'm gonna give Wicked Part One a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Just fantastic film. Fantastic film. I'm willing to watch it again. Um, Unbelievable. I'm actually so shocked. I am pleasantly shocked how good this movie is. I definitely, and also it's not for everyone, right? It's either you like musicals or you don't. I can't say I like musicals, but as a movie fan, as a visualization fan, as an entertainment fan, I was so satisfied, right? I think someone give the perfect analogy as to, you know, Vietnamese food or Thai food. It's either you like it or you don't. Some people love Vietnamese food, and some people don't, and that's okay. It's okay if you don't like this film. I won't blame you. I understand it. You know what I mean? And I can't blame you for it. I won't judge you for it either. But Rick's Movies and Music, 4.5 out of 5. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Perfect performance, perfect singing, perfect directing, perfect storytelling. Mwah!